Hey, Kimberly here with Money Magic Revealed, and we are talking about Christmas today. What is it that stresses you out the most about Christmas? Perhaps it's what the Grinch says: gifts, 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 gifts. That's right, right? There are so many different people we want to give gifts to during the Christmas season, and that is the most important part about Christmas, right? Wrong. I do want to give great gifts, but that is not the most important part of the season. However, it is a lot of fun, and it's important for us to learn how to give good gifts without breaking the bank. My favorite scene out of all the Christmas movies together would be when Santa Claus 2, Tim Allen, goes on stage during a super lame Christmas party and he gives every person there their favorite childhood toy. Of course, he was Santa Claus, so he knew what they wanted, but they were all so happy playing with Rock'em Sock'em robots and Barbies and all those things. And I'm like, I want to be able to provide that kind of joy for people. So I'm going to give you some great tips, and after that, I'm going to show you a really fun magic trick that may be just the right trick for somebody on your list. So the first tip is going to be do not procrastinate. That's a good general rule in life, but when it comes to gift giving, if we procrastinate, we are likely going to get very unpersonalized gifts, and we are going to spend more than we planned on. But if we can plan weeks or even months, maybe it's too late for that this year, but if we can plan way ahead of time what we're going to give people, then we can pick out more personalized things. Also, we want to make sure that we have a budget. Now, this is going to be different for everybody. When my kids were really little and we didn't have much of an income, our budget for Christmas was just $50. And we bought like 16 people gifts for that. A lot of them were homemade. And my children got a lot of things from yard sales because they were really little. And it's okay to give pre-owned gifts, especially to little kids. And they don't need a ton of gifts, especially at that age. Now our budget is more like $500 or $600 during Christmas. And our kids are teenagers, but I still buy them pre-owned things and they're totally okay with that. And I just try to buy throughout the year so I know that it's things that people really want. Maybe your budget's $1,000. It's all specific to each person. Also, we want to make sure we are not competing to win people's love and affection through gifts, okay? So, like the movie Wicked tells us about being popular. I know about popular. Maybe trying to be popular during Christmas is not the most important thing, or really ever. But maybe let the grandparents be the heroes to your kids. You got to be the one to provide for your kids all year round. So maybe this is the time for the grandparents to get to give great gifts. Don't try to buy people's affections with gifts. And when it comes to gift exchanges, maybe there's people in your life you need to have a discussion with. Hey, can we limit how much we spend at Christmas to $10 or $20 each? Or maybe we could make homemade gifts. This is just getting too much. Or maybe you got 15 people in your friend group or cousin group and you need to do Secret Santa. Chances are this would be a big relief to most of the people in that group as well, because they may be struggling and not want to say something. So my last tip before we do the magic trick is going to be to buy generic gifts, because there's going to be people on your list that you want to get gifts for, but you could probably give something fairly generic. So you could get those things after Christmas when things are on sale. So I have a couple people in my life I didn't even know at this time last year, and I bought some gifts that were 70, 80, 90% off after Christmas, and now I have great gifts to give them. So I got some really fun, nice fuzzy socks I'm going to give them. I got one of my favorite scents of body wash that I got super cheap last year. And then I always keep some cards on hand that I get really inexpensive. And I bought even Christmas bags that I can put these little gifts in last year when there was a great discount. So those are some ways that you could definitely save money when it comes to giving gifts. All right, should I change my hat out to do, woo, that's a hairstyle for you. Okay, so I'm gonna change it out and I'm gonna show you a real quick magic trick. This is something that my daughter got me for Mother's Day. She found it on Amazon, super cheap, so this could be really fun for a Christmas party or a gift for someone. I have this single die, and I'm just gonna say abracadabra, and it turns into 8 different dice. That's pretty fun, right? Come back for more financial tips and magic tricks.